Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is Ramon with the Religion Connection. So today we're going to be talking about some amazing stuff. I'd like to introduce a very close colleague of mine who is an extremely talented young lawyer. He's a lawyer in Mersin, and the great news is that he speaks very fluent English. So communication is going to be very key to every single client that has that fear of doing the Google Translate and having another translator next to you. It doesn't quite convey the messages or the questions as well as speaking in the mother tongue. So without further ado, guys, let's meet Serdan. Serdan, how are you?
Hello, I'm fine. What about you?
I'm very well, thank you. So you are a lawyer now for quite a few years, and you've been handling a lot of cases regarding immigration. With the Goce Daresi, which is the immigration place here in Turkey. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself? What is your background, education-wise, regarding legal law for immigration?
Of course. I graduated from the Marmara University in Istanbul, which is one of the best law university in Turkey. I educated from there, and I work in Istanbul in international law companies. I had experience in law companies which also has partners in other countries like USA, like UK. These companies that I had experience in Istanbul. So I came to the Mersin for using my experience. I have been working with the foreigners like 6 years, but this 6 years is not just including immigration, it's also including all the issues that foreigners have in Turkey. Immigrations, of course, this is the first step that all foreigners will have in Turkey. Yes, I can say that 6 years is my experience about the immigration.
Excellent, excellent. So as you can see, Serdan is very well versed with the immigration law, and I wanted to ask you also now. There is different situations that foreigners fall into. Especially, we're going to talk about property purchases. Of course, foreigners could just go and buy property on their own without using a lawyer. But can you tell me what is the advantage of having a legal person doing the background checks, making sure that the property is free and clear? Can you explain some of the situations or difficulties a foreigner could face not using a lawyer to handle that?
Of course. Like in every country, you need legal advisor. People have this services from the agencies or law companies. It depends on the countries and it depends on the company's law. In Turkey, immigration is like more than 7 or 8 years becomes a really big problem. So lawyers don't really have experience in Turkey about this issue, but it becomes like another lawyers section for their jobs. I can say that if you go to the agency, they can help you. It's okay. But they can help you just with the papers. There is no legal contract between you and the agency. There is no legal advice. There is just paperwork. Paperwork doesn't mean legal advice. Why do you need a legal advice about the immigration? Immigration depends on which country where you come, what kind of need that you have in Turkey, and also how long and how will you live in Turkey, and you will organize all you need, and in that moment legal advisor can give you the best way. But agency, they will just give you the paperwork. So if you do something wrong, you cannot find this agency as a responsibility.
Okay, I understand. So that's pretty much like it's what I actually went through, because when I came to Turkey, I used an agency, and they did not explain to me all the details like the way you just mentioned, and it was a little bit harder. But luckily, I also did a bit of my diligent research, and it helped me to get my comment. But I know a lot of people, or I've heard of a lot of other foreigners who have used agencies or themselves personally doing all the paperwork, and they got rejected because they, first of all, may have not put the right paperwork together or the right documentation together, or put the wrong application, so a lot of different factors. So I understand what you're saying. It's really very important to use a legal company or a lawyer to handle all these situations. Now, in terms of packages, right? I know you do have like a package that helps people with property purchases. Can you explain a little bit about what this package includes?
Of course. Purchase is really a big problem, even if you are not foreigners in Turkey. What is the problem? Problem is that paperwork and legal advice work together in this issue. So, if you can go and work with a real estate company. They can show you your dream house, but they don't know which house is legally best for you. We are not real estate company. We are law company. You find your house, you come to us, and we show you the way how to buy it, how to safe buy it, and if you buy it, you're gonna have problem in the future. Is it legal or not? So our services, including, for example, when you find your house, come to us. We will check it on the deep office of the Turkey. Which city, if you are, it doesn't matter, Mersin, Istanbul, Ankara, we check it. We say that, okay, this property has a problem in legally. What kind of legal problem a property can have? A property can have a problem like it can be a part of a criminal case. It can be part of any other kind of enforcement law case. So if the houses that you want to buy a part of this kind of legal issue, you mustn't buy it. It's really risky. You can have this risk, but we would like to show our clients what is the potential risk of this property. So we show all the risk. We give the analyze, and you decide to buy it or not.
So you pretty much provide like a risk management kind of.
Yes.
Legally. Okay, that's really good to know. So guys, this is the advantage of having a lawyer handling your property purchase. You don't want to run into issues tomorrow.
We can start also if you want to talk about issues about buying property. We have to start first the contract process. Yes, the things that you say that we face is we had it before, but before the buying the property, we need to explain the contract process of the Turkey. It's really a big problem that we already faced before. For example, you are a foreigner. Like in all around the world. If you want to buy something, you need to make a contract,
okay.
Right?
Yes, of course.
This is really basic. But in Turkey, you cannot just buy a house just on the paper and writing the contract terms and sign it. You cannot buy like this. But most of foreigners doesn't know that. So they just go to some real estate companies. They just give their monies and they just make the contracts and just written in a basic paper, and they think like, okay, law will keep us. No. And this is there are many details like this, and we can talk about it for the foreigners that they don't know.
Okay. All right. So guys, this is a series of 3 episodes, and we'll be talking into detail about many of the other issues that foreigners will face. Until the next time, guys, this is Ramon with the Rhodesian Connection. Cheers.